Hey guys, how's it going? DJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to a video talking all about the recent Fortnite Save the World update in the state of development. This video, guys, is going to be a Q&A. This video is going to be completely talking and focused on the information we have. I'm going to be explaining some things that we've already talked about, and I'm going to be answering some questions as well. Later at the end of the video, actually, we're going to be answering some questions here. If you guys see, there's some questions right there. We're going to be answering those questions that you guys left me in the comments. And actually, I think I'm going to be bringing back this format into the channel where once a week or maybe once every couple of weeks, we're going to do a Q&A question video where I'll answer questions from Save the World that you guys leave me in the comments. So if you guys want to do that, you can start it by putting question at the very beginning of your comment, so that way I can actually just search by question, and we'll do that if you guys want to do that. So this is going to be just that, guys. This video is going to be purely focused on the questions. This is not going to be a commentary or an opinion video. I have a video that is going to be coming out either later today or tomorrow, very soon, and you guys, that's going to be a video purely talking about my opinion of what's happening, purely talking about what I think or feel, how I think or feel, about the changes, about the future changes, about the announcement. So this video is just going to purely be answering these questions and explaining it. So let's get started, guys. First thing I want to say is Happy Canada Day to all my fellow Canadians. Have a good one. Enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for using my creator code DUJ2. Currently, you can still use it in Battle Royale, and well, you can use it everywhere, but currently we can still use our V-Bucks in Battle Royale. We're going to talk about that in a second. So let's get started. Again, like I said, please understand, all these answers that I'm going to be focusing on right now, everything I'm going to be explaining it is based on what Epic has already told us, the information we have and what they have confirmed. I'm not going to get into assuming here or into predictions. You will probably hear a lot of I don't knows, because honestly, we just don't know. We don't know what will happen yet, or we don't know what Epic has planned or what they're going to do. And of course, we know if we ask Epic what they're gonna say. If you come to my streams or you watch a lot of my videos, you know what that means. We have here a very clear understanding of what Epic tells us when we ask them stuff. So let's get started. Again, like I said, I'm not going to do any opinions here. I'm not going to do any of that. An opinion video will be coming soon, sharing my opinions and personal thoughts. And like I said, at the end, we're going to answer some of the YouTube comments. So the other thing I want to say here is that as of right now, we do not have definitive times or set times for the future updates. A lot of stuff that it's talked about here in the update, in the state of development, there is no time. So when they say we're working on something in the future, it might be the distant future. We don't know yet. So let's start. The first thing I want to talk about is Save the World closing? Right now, no. Right now, from what we know and what we have the information here, the answer is no. Now, I'm going to do a little asterisk here and say, if you know about Paragon, or if you played Paragon, you know that this means nothing. I was very much into Paragon when it came out, and a lot of us know that when Paragon first came out, the lead developer, the director, whatever, they said, I think it was actually just a couple of days before they closed it, they said that everything's good. They had a lot of plans. They talked a lot, and then boom, and closed. So if you guys want to know more about that, just look up Paragon. You're going to see it's a very, very interesting story about a game that had a lot of potential. And actually, it also shows a lot about where Epic's mindset is with games, because they just gave away all of the assets for that game. Pretty cool, actually. Next question. Is Save the World going free to play? No, it's not going to go to free to play now. There are apparently no plans for it to go free to play. That's it. That's the question. What does premium experience mean? So if we go down here, we're going to see that it's right here. So it says, today we're bringing Save the World out of early access and have decided it will remain a premium experience rather than going free to play. Development Save the World content, blah, blah. Okay, we're not talking. So what does a premium experience mean? Basically means a premium experience means paid. It does means not free to play. It means paid. It means that now and for the future, if you want to play Save the World, you're going to have to pay money to buy the game. Kind of like you would buy any other game on the Epic Store, on Steam, anywhere else. That's how what it means. We're going to talk a little bit about the packs later and how you're going to be able to buy the game, because right now, actually, you can't buy the game. All right. So let's talk about the packs right now, actually. So right now, if you go to the Save the World site, which is going to be right here. No, that's not it. It's right here. Yeah. So if you go to Save the World site right here, if we go to Save the World right here, you guys know that before, when you scroll down right here, you'd have an area to buy the game. That is currently not available right now. And actually, when we read the description, there's actually a little bit of a inconsistency there. It's actually very interesting. So if we go here and we go down to the packs right here, Save the World packs, there actually says, let's see, the current founders packs and their rewards will be retired. The current founders packs and their rewards will be retired once this new pack series comes available. Now, they've already retired them. You cannot see any of the packs right now in the game, A, and B, the new pack is not available yet. Not exactly sure what's going on there, but like I said, we'll detail the packs a little bit more in the future of them in a little bit. Let me explain what the upgraded packs mean though. So if we go back up here again, it said all paid founders will have their founders pack upgraded to the next level and unlock the rewards included in the upgrade pack. Free, courtesy of Homebase. Ultimate Edition owners will be granted the new Medal Leader, Team Leader, and 8,000 V-Bucks. Okay. So I guess the biggest question I've got is, am I getting the 8K V-Bucks? The only people that will get the 8K V-Bucks are the people who bought the Ultimate Edition when it was still available, and the last time it was available was like 2 years ago. So if you're like me and you bought the Ultimate Edition pack like when it was last available, you are going to get the Medal Team Leader pack free and the 8,000 V-Bucks. That's it. No one else. If you had the limited edition and you upgrade and you get right now you get upgraded, no, you're not going to get the 8,000 V-Bucks. The only people who are getting the 8,000 V-Bucks are the Ultimate members, and that's because there is no pack above the Ultimate. So basically everyone else got upgraded one level. So I think what they decided to do was be like, hey, we're just going to give Ultimate members $100 worth of free content, or $100 free, kind of. That's kind of what they of in-game stuff. Is it fair? You know, I think it's fair in the sense of, you know, the people got that, especially with the Ultimate, but at the same time, it's, you know, I kind of would have, I don't know, maybe I would have liked something else, something different. But anyway, that's beside the point. So basically what the upgrading of the packs means that every single person, like if you bought the basic Founders Edition, you get leveled up to the Deluxe. If you bought the Deluxe before June 30th, you get leveled up to the Super. If you bought the Super Deluxe, you get upgraded up to Limited. If you bought Limited, you get upgraded up to Ultimate. And if you bought the Ultimate before, then you get the Medal Team Leader pack and the 8,000 V-Bucks. Now, this is important. June 30th. A lot of people have asked me what's going to happen and everything, you know, and let's make it very clear. Let's make something very clear here. What founders means, and this question is actually in the you know, this question is actually in the future. So I'm gonna answer the founders question in the questions at the end. But right now, let me say, if you bought Save the World, if you spent money to buy Save the World before June 30th, 2020, you're a founder. If you bought Save the World, or you're gonna buy Save the World, or you're gonna spend money to buy Save the World or the game after June 30th, July 1st, 2020, and into the future, you are no longer a founder. Okay, so that's how that works. Next, Save the World will no longer be able to support all upcoming Fortnite Battle Royale cosmetic purchases. Let's talk about that. All right, so this right here, this part right here, I mean, we could talk about this for hours because we don't know. That's the big thing. We don't know. And honestly, I gotta be honest with you guys, they should not have put this in this update. They should not have included this because it just creates confusion and panic, and we have no information. Basically, what they're saying is that in the future, over the coming months, so that could mean this month, next month, 6 months, we don't know. They should have told us on September 1st, on August 30th, on a certain day, this change will happen. So they're saying Save the World will no longer be able to support all upcoming Fortnite Battle Royale cosmetic purchases. Again, let's analyze that. In the upcoming months, we don't know exactly when, Save the World will no longer be able to support all. This does not say Save the World will not be able to support any. It means just all. It means that certain cosmetics, certain things that are going to be coming in the future to Battle Royale, you'll not be able to use them in Save the World. Does that mean that they are going to completely disconnect the lockers? We don't know. This right here, guys, is probably the biggest part. The biggest I don't know and the biggest we don't know. But also, very important, let's not assume anything until Epic tells us. And if anything, out of all of this, if anything, I hope that the Epic developers or the Save the World developers, I hope that they talk about soon is this. I hope that they talk about this soon and they tell us what exactly is going on here. Because I gotta be honest, guys, this is probably the most confusing one for me. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know what they're thinking about or what they're talking about here. It does go on to say, but your existing library of cosmetics will continue to function in both modes. So everything we currently have will be able to use in both. Also, this also brings up the question of V-Bucks. Will our current V-Bucks still be usable in both modes? Again, this right here is a huge topic that, like I said, we could talk about in an entire video, but I'm not going to assume, I'm not going to go through that. This is a big I don't know. And again, for the time being, I would recommend you just ignore this and not think about it until they tell us. But at the same time, I would recommend, if you have V-Bucks in Save the World, maybe if you have a lot of them, maybe use them. I'm going to be using mine. I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff. Probably there's going to be a big stream coming up at the end of July. So the last day of July, I have a big stream coming up. It's going to be a Pigma stream. I'm going to pretty much give away all my V-Bucks. I'm going to be buying stuff for people all day long. It's going to be a great stream. Keep an eye out for that information in the future. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I hope that soon they give us some information here. Soon they tell us on this day this will happen. This means that either these skins, or someone said it would probably be licensed skins like the NFL skins or future collaborations with other companies or other movies. Those skins might not be able to be used in both. Or if they tell us all skins, they could say we are doing a complete separation and no longer will you be able to use Battle Royale skins at all that you purchase in Save the World. And if they explain to us what's going to happen to our V-Bucks, because if we go to a different server from Battle Royale, then there's not going to be that connectivity. But again, all of that is assumption. I really hope that Epic gives us some clarification on this topic very soon. All right, continuing. Let's talk about the ventures real quick. So, the ventures, how will they work? We don't know. Is it a battle pass? I don't know. But from what they're saying right here, it seems like it's going to be a Save the World specific type battle pass that is going to focus on our weapons. It's going to focus on our weapons so that we can increase them in power, like they say there. Supercharger materials that can raise the level of items in your main collection beyond their current cap. So it's going to be focusing on our weapons and supercharging them. Apparently, from what I read here, if this ventures is sort of like a a battle pass type of thing, like in Battle Royale. It is not going to be bringing skins. It's not going to be bringing pickaxes. It's not going to be bringing emotes. It probably won't bring V-Bucks either. It's just going to be focused directly on the gameplay and on this word right here, replayability. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, or if you guys have been watching my streams for a while, you know that I constantly use the word replayability. I also use the word balance a lot too, which apparently, actually that has actually been worked on a lot in the game right now, and they didn't even tell us about it. Of course, again, they never tell us. But I constantly say replayability. A game like this needs replayability. Any grinding game needs replayability to keep the player base interested. And either the developers create that replayability for you, or you create it for yourself. I could go on and on about this too. You guys know I've talked about this. I actually may do a video just talking about, I've actually been working on this. I want to make a video called balance, and I want to make a video called replayability, where I explain in depth all of this. If you've been to my streams, you know, you've heard this a million times already. You already know what I'm talking about. So let's keep going. So the seasonal structure changes. Seasonal structure changes is another really big part of this. This could be a very good thing, because in here they promise a lot. This is the thing, they promise a lot. They promise that there's going to be a seasonal rotation, so a year-long calendar where we're gonna have Fortnite Nightmares in the fall. We're gonna have the winter event, Frost Night. We're gonna have dungeons. We're gonna have all these events hit the road in the summer. So basically, these seasonal events that we already have, they're going to be coming back, bloop, 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 maybe once a season. So once a season, we're going to have, I would think we're going to have, since war games are around all the time, and so are the endurance, I think it's going to be Fortnite Nightmares, winter, the winter challenge, dungeons, and hit the road. I think that's what it's going to be. So it's going to be the 4 seasons. We're going to have, 4 big events there. That's I think it's going to be, and that's great. That's great. Knowing that we're going to have that is great. They're going to be rotating. They say there, save the world's massive library of existing heroes and schematics, which is true. There are a ton. They're going to be in quest lines. Will be in a rotation throughout each season. That's great for most of the people who have been playing for a year. If you've been playing for a year or less, this is great. You're going to get to experience all the events, all the narrative quest lines, all the heroes, all the schematics. That's really great. I think that's really awesome for anyone who's been playing, well, maybe more than that. Everyone who's been playing for like a year and a half. If you've been playing a year and a half or less, or you're a brand new player, this is great. You're going to have plenty of content for the next year or so, maybe, yeah, for the next year or so. To be able to experience and enjoy. And they even promise us that there's going to be a handful of new quests and heroes coming in at a slower pace. Let me say this here right now, very important. For everyone who's like, oh, everything's slowing down, for everyone who's been telling me this is the end of Save the World because they're not going to be updating as much and everything, let me just say very clearly, guys, this right here is exactly what's been happening for the past year. For the past full year of Save the World, this is exactly what's been happening, except they haven't given us any clarification. They haven't told us what they're doing or how they're doing it, but this is exactly, if you look back in the entire year, the last full year of Save the World, this is exactly what's happening. We're having returning stuff, recycled content, and I don't really like saying recycled content because it might, well, yeah, recycled content is a good idea because it's a good phrase because it may be new to some people. So we've had recycled content and we've had new content, a little quest here, a little quest there. Right now we've got the Yar 2 or the Yar Returns or the Yar Continues quest line. Last season we had Gold Nox. We had him. We had several different heroes, several different weapons. We had a new llama. So potentially, if you look at it the full year, and you divided by 4 seasons, the first season, is in the spring, the second season is in summer, third season is in fall, fourth season is in winter. If in each season, which lasts about 3 months each season, we're gonna get a returning event, dungeons, road trip, Frost Night, winter event, and we're gonna get a returning quest line, like a returning quest line at the beginning, and maybe a new quest line with some new heroes. And every single week in the event shop and the weekly shop, returning heroes, returning schematics, or new ones. If you look at it like that, that fills up a ton of time. We kind of had that the past year, but it wasn't structured. We had bows. We had returning stuff. They didn't tell us. We had no idea. New pirates with no pirate quest line. Just random stuff that was getting spit out like that, but it did not have structure. If this is going to have structure, it's a wonderful thing. I think this is really great. It has structure. It will be really awesome. Now, this is the thing. They say here, this will be happening by quest of rewards, event llamas, or within the event store. Homebase will continue squashing bugs and balance issues over the course of each season. Now that is something, again, if this is what they promise to do, it's wonderful, but we know that there's already a bunch of bugs. Right now, we are experiencing a ton of bugs. We still have bugs that are here from season 12 that apparently haven't been addressed. The paper shredder. We have a lot of different bugs like that and things like that, that honestly, to be perfectly honest, guys, we need fixed. So hopefully they will start communicating with us about the bugs that they know of, and they're going to be fixed. So this right here, this paragraph right here, the Save the World seasonal structure changes, it promises a lot. It looks great on paper, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the future. All right, next is going to be, let's talk about the Save the World packs. So let's talk about the Save the World packs really quickly. Right now we've got the metal team leader pack that is not available yet. If you're watching this video before July 3rd, it is not available yet. The July 3rd pack, on July 3rd, the metal team leader pack will come out, and apparently it's going to be worth $20. Now, just to answer right now, no, I don't know if we're going to get a Save the World discount. We should. Founders should get a discount this. I'm not going to lie. And if you are lucky enough to have the Ultimate Edition, you bought the Ultimate Edition, you already have it. And you can already use the skin in Battle Royale. So, for the next couple of days, if you want to show off, if you want to show the fact that you've got something that no one in Battle Royale has, if they don't have the Ultimate Edition, you can put on the skin and run around over in Battle Royale. Now that's also the fact that there is the 1,000 V-Bucks in there, and the tickets, which the X-ray tickets, I don't know how that's going to work. For those of you who know, the X-ray ticket concept came out of the need of, the game sharing thing that was happening before with Xbox. I have a video talking about X-ray tickets and explaining them. And also, we assumed that the X-ray was a wonderful idea for making the game go free to play. If you had the game free to play, then you could actually go ahead and you could get X-ray tickets. But if you wanted V-Bucks instead, and this is if the game went free to play, if you wanted V-Bucks instead, you could buy one of the upgrade packs and unlock V-Bucks. So X-ray tickets were a wonderful idea for this. My biggest question here, which I hope that is answered on July 3rd or soon, is if you buy this pack, if let's say you are a Battle Royale player and you've never played Save the World, or someone who has never played Save the World, if they buy this pack, will they be able to get V-Bucks in the future, or are they all going to be X-ray? Let's say if they do a mission, if they do a daily mission, will that daily mission or a daily quest, will those give them X-ray tickets or V-Bucks? We know also that apparently all of the daily logins and all the founders rewards, of course those are founders rewards, those will not be available for the people who buy this. So you're not going to get the daily V-Buck rewards. Founders, celebrate, you're still going to get them. But that is my biggest question right now. And also, once I've done these missions and I get my X-ray tickets, how am I going to use the X-ray tickets? Those are all questions that I hope will be answered very soon. Okay, let's round it up and talk about and also basically in this case, again, let me explain. If you are a founder, let me repeat this. You are a founder if you bought Save the World before June 30th, 2020. If you buy a pack or you get Save the World after July 1st, 2020, you are no longer a founder. You will not have access to any of the founder perks. And the biggest question we have is, will these V-Bucks will we be able to get V-Bucks? Will people who get this pack, will they be able to get V-Bucks, or are they only going to get X-ray tickets? This might be a very big deciding point or a tipping point whether or not these are successful or they fail. And by this I mean, in this current pack, you have to complete daily missions. You have to complete 7 days worth of daily missions to unlock the 1,000 V-Bucks. For a lot of Battle Royale players, that's not going to be bad. It shouldn't be too difficult to do that. It should hopefully bring a lot of new players to Save the World. But I gotta be honest, guys. I think that if in the future, because they said that there will be more packs. Oh, it is $20. It will be more packs in the future. I gotta be honest and say that if there are other packs in the future that also include Save the World in it, but are geared towards Battle Royale, because these packs are obviously for new players. They're not for us. They're not for the Save the World community. These packs, guys, are for new players. They're to bring new players to Save the World. And if in the future they have V-Buck rewards within them, then this means that this is a good news. That's a good news for Save the World, because it means we still should be able to use our V-Bucks from Save the World in Battle Royale. So I'm hoping that the future of these packs, they will have V-Bucks. And of course, like I said, these packs are going to be promoted. They're geared towards the Battle Royale community, not towards Save the World. These packs have nothing for Save the World, honestly. Well, they have the Papa Bear, but honestly, to be perfectly honest, guys, these packs are not for us. They are for Battle Royale. Will we see Save the World packs in the future? That would be wonderful. If we had a pack in the future that was just the Masamune or the Nocturno or different items that you can only get like that, or the new items. If we have someday, can you imagine? It'd be wonderful if there was a sci-fi pack, you know, would got you all the sci-fi weapons or all the sci-fi heroes, anything like that. If there was a little pack like that, and hopefully they would make it available for like $2.99 or something like that. But if there were little packs like that with V-Bucks or stuff like that, you know, for Save the World. But again, let me repeat, this pack is not for Save the World. This pack is for Battle Royale players and new players, because it includes the full game of Save the World. So let's wrap it up by saying the adventure continues. Now, they're saying here, well, the main story of Save the World is complete. Now, a lot of people, they said, how is the main story complete? What's happening? What about Twine Peaks? Now, if you guys remember, the Canny storyline up to Canny Valley, that is the main story of Save the World. We got to grab Save the World and take it and analyze it from a different perspective. Save the World, the main story of Save the World is from Stonewood, from, you know, stumbling onto the base with Ray, and you are the commander, and you put on that VR headset, and you somehow control Ramirez. From there, all the way until the very end of the Canny storyline. If you don't want to hear this, spoiler alert, mute your mic, mute your things right now. I'll wave my hands when I'm done talking about this. But, ready? The main end of the Canny storyline is the Dr. Vinderman story. We know that Dr. Vinderman, Desiree, and everyone else sacrificed themselves to save the world. That's the whole point. They sacrificed them for that. And then going forward is the story of, you know, Ray and us and everyone else rebuilding the world. Okay, shaking my hands. You can come back now. So that is the main story of Save the World, from the beginning to the end of that. Twine Peaks and everything beyond is actually more of, I would say, and this is what I would say. This is the only like kind of like, this is not really an assumption or a prediction or anything like that. It's just my wishful thinking. You would think that maybe there will be a Save the World 2, rebuilding the world. We saved the world, or the world was saved in the first part. There might be a second part. Hopefully that would be wonderful if there would be a second part in the future called Rebuilding the World, or I don't know. But that is the main game. So the main story of Save the World is complete. It is complete, guys. It just means that now we have a future game and something else. And for this, I'm going to kind of bring up something that is we were in beta, guys. Yes, we were in beta for many years. The game was in alpha for many years. The game has been in development for even more years, since 2011, 2012. But we were in beta. We were in early access for 3 years. The only other game that I can kind of relate to this would be Subnautica. If you guys have played Subnautica, you know that Subnautica was in beta, in development for like a year and a half, something like that. And if you played Subnautica from there, you know that the game radically changed from alpha to beta. The story radically changed. There were entire sections of the game that were, not completed, so then the mapping and the skins and the textures weren't there, or you had entire creatures that didn't move. It just kind of floated, there. But that was the whole game, and you could play the entire game. They changed some things. They changed some big things in the game, like we did. Recombobulator system, the hero, the interface, the hero loadout interface, and all that. All of those, there were huge changes in the game, and then at the end of it, they released the full game. There was nothing new. There was absolutely nothing new in Subnautica. It was just this game that was developed and created and made into a full game and then released to the public. It still had bugs. Of course it still had bugs and other things like that. But that was it. The game came out of early access. It was sold as the full game. This is what's happening here, guys. Save the World is coming out of early access, and they are saying, here's Save the World. This is Save the World. This is a full game from start to finish with a full storyline. Twine Peaks is one of those things where it's like, we have this area that is pretty much a playground for endgame players. There's endgame content there. There's everything else there. Thankfully, they finished the biome. That's really great. And that's pretty much what this is. Save the World, guys. Save the World. And it's kind of crazy that they're actually giving it. They're not giving it for free, because you get the skin, you get the V-Bucks, you get everything there for Battle Royale players, and you get included Save the World. Now, honestly, this should be flipped around. I feel like Save the World should be the big focus, but they know that if they try and market this pack to Battle Royale and to new players, like, hey, you get Save the World, and by the way, you also get this free skin, people aren't going to buy it. So they are marketing it as, you get a free skin. You get the skin, not a free skin. You buy the skin, you buy this back bling, you get V-Bucks, and by the way, you also get Save the World. That's kind of how they're marketing it. And I don't know, guys, maybe it will work, maybe it wouldn't. Honestly, I would have thought an introductory first time, only one time offer of making this available for $10 would be much better, but I don't know. Equally, there should be, and like I'm saying right now, I don't know if there will be, but there should be they should give a discount to founders. Founders should get a discount here because, and this is the last question that we have here, which is actually also in the questions, we don't know what's going to happen. If you already have Save the World, half of this pack is not really relevant, unless it gives us a free code to give to someone. But then that would be the whole pack, wouldn't it? I don't know. I kind of feel like for founders, this should be discounted. If you already have Save the World, this should be discounted for you. But that also leads to the point of then Ultimate members will be like, hey, we didn't get as much. All right, so that is it for the full thing, guys. Like I said, this was going to be purely, well, mostly we stayed just to a Q&A. Yes, I have personal thoughts and ideas and opinions about this. I will be doing a video talking about that, how I feel about it, how I feel about, my response to it, my opinions on it, and what I think is happening and happening for the future. But I wanted to go through here and just clarify and explain everything the way I understand it. And at the same time, I also wanted to keep it purely on what we know. We don't know a lot, and Epic is not telling us. And we all know if we ask Epic what they're going to say. So let's wrap it up, guys, by taking a look at a couple of these questions. So we're going to start right here. So, wait, can I start it over at the beginning? All right, well, we'll start here. So Frosty asked, if you're a founder, would you still be able to upgrade your game? The answer is no. As of, again, June 30th, 2020, you cannot buy any of the founders packs at all. The old founders packs. Now, the way they told us and the way they talked to us, it is possible that there will be future upgrade packs. We don't know yet. Hopefully they're going to give us some information about that. Hopefully there will be another pack that will pop up, but we really won't know definitively about that until July 3rd. We'll have to keep an eye and see if any packs show up anywhere. Next question is from Mystery Eclipse saying, quick question. If I had bought the standard Founders Edition of Fortnite Save the World in early access, will I still be able to get my daily V-Buck rewards, or did I have to buy an upgraded version to get the V-Buck rewards? As long as you paid money, as long as you paid money for one of the packs, of the Founders packs, yes, you are a founder. As long as you are a founder, you should be able to get those daily rewards. Next question is from Andrea Gulli saying, wait, can I no longer buy skins with Save the World V-Bucks? As of right now, yes, you can. As of right now, the V-Bucks in Save the World are still the same in Battle Royale. If you spend in one, it takes it away from the other. They're still connected. If in the future they tell us that they are disconnecting that, if in the future they're saying, hey, Save the World V-Bucks will no longer be usable in Battle Royale and you can't really transfer them back and forth, then it will be that case. But for now, we've tested it and people have been testing it. You can still buy a skin right now. All of the skins right now in Battle Royale, you can still buy them and they're still usable in Save the World. Still, like they said, over the next couple of months, that may change. I had to include this. TF said, what? Yes, that is pretty much, as we were first reading this is pretty much how we felt about this. Thank you very much, TF. Abdul Salam said, who are the founders? This is the question that I was going to answer before. You are a founder if you bought Save the World before July 30th, 2020. Everyone who bought it in early access. The game is now a premium game. The game is now released to the public. It is no longer in beta. Man, that's crazy to say. We are no longer in beta, guys. The game is no longer in early access. You are a founder if you bought the game before July 30th, 2020. That is the easiest way I can explain that. Barbecue and Chili said, so what will happen to my current V-Bucks I've earned from Save the World? I can't purchase from BR later because I saved some for BR. Same thing for me. I have been saving up. Well, I've been saving up my V-Bucks hoping that one day we would get a Save the World shop. That doesn't seem the case now unless they put a lot more time and development into creating new packs or new exclusive items for Save the World that we can buy with V-Bucks, and hopefully we can gift within Save the World. I don't think gifting within Save the World is going to be a thing, but I could be wrong. July 3rd may come around and we may be able to gift. That would be amazing. It would be incredible to be able to gift things, but that would also include a lot of coding, I feel, which is also the same reason about the skins. I didn't say this before. I feel that one of the big reasons why they're no longer going to be supporting the BR skins, some BR skins or all out, we don't know yet. They're not going to do that because you have to think about the fact that in Save the World, every single skin has to work perfectly with every single weapon, every single hero. There's so much more coding and debugging to do because you never know how a skin is going to react. It shouldn't react anything, but if you guys work with computers or with programming, you know the ghost in the machine. You never know what those random lines of codes are going to do. So that's the thing. But currently you can still use your V-Bucks in Battle Royale. Hopefully, if this changes, they tell us. So, Epic, if someone is watching, please communicate with us. One of the biggest problems we've had for the past 2.5 years is that the lack of communication, especially in the last year. If this is going to change, if they are going to separate the V-Bucks, Epic, please tell us. Give us a little bit of warning so we can either spend the V-Bucks or save them or what's going to happen. But hopefully, I hope that will not change. I just hope that if you buy something, it's going to say you cannot use this skin and Save the World. Something like that, you know. Next question is by Emily Edwards, who said, I don't have Save the World, but I'm wondering, if I buy the Metal Team Leader pack, do I get to play the story line of Save the World or just access to it to complete the Metal Team Leader challenges? Someone help me, please. You are going to get the full version of Save the World. You are going to get a giant game with thousands of schematics and potentially hundreds of hours of gameplay for getting the Team Leader pack. It's a pretty good deal. It's an awesome game, guys. I've always said that. It's an awesome game. Exility said, if I have Saved the World, will I still have to pay $20 for the pack? That's the big question we have right now. if you're a founder, if you already have Save the World, you really shouldn't. I think that it should be a discount. I think that when the pack comes out, it should be able to see, oh, you already have Save the World. Guess what? It's $10 instead, because you're only getting the Metal Team Leader then, and the Papa Bear and the bow and the V-Bucks, unless they somehow do something else. But I really hope they give a discount. If they don't, that's not good. Hisao, I think this is the last one. Okay, question. I got the standard Founders Pack a couple of weeks ago. There was only the blue edition. There was no Ultimate Edition for options of purchasing them. So am I going to get the 8,000 V-Bucks and the Metal Team Leader? No, you're not. The last time that the Ultimate Edition was available was like 2 years ago, I think. So anyone who bought the Ultimate Edition way back then, they get the Metal Team Leader pack for free and the 8,000 V-Bucks. But if you didn't have it, if you didn't have a chance to buy it, no, you will not be getting it for free. You're going to have to pay for it. But yeah, so the limited edition, I think, came back like 7 months ago, 8 months ago, maybe. But apart from that, we've never had the Ultimate Edition come back, unfortunately. And Ugly said, I have the Ultimate Edition, yet I haven't gotten any V-Bucks and skins. Anyone know why? This question I left in here because it's the same question as a lot of issues that people are having, both with any of the packs. If you have any issue like this, please report it. Report it as a bug. Report it within the reporting system of Save the World. Make sure to report them. Let them know, that you have it. You can actually also go to the website and file a report. That sometimes takes a little longer. Well, they both take a little long, but they should contact you. Hopefully, there's probably a lot of people who are having that problem right now. So please, if you're having that problem, make sure to report it and let them know, hey, I bought this, I didn't get this. There you go. And that's it. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much. I know this video was very, very, very long. I did want to go through it. I know I did give my opinion on a couple of things, but I wanted to keep it mostly just explaining everything. Yes, I have some very strong opinions about this change. I will be making a video talking about that, explaining, how I feel about this, where the future of my channel and my content lies for Save the World 2. You guys know Save the World is not the only thing I play, especially if you come to the streams. You know that I'm playing other games, and actually I'm going to be playing a lot more other games, because if there is no new content for Save the World like that, of course, I'm not going to be spending a lot of time like that. It is exciting to have new content, but there's still a lot in the game I haven't done. There's a lot I haven't done. Never done Endurance. I still have a bunch of war games that I haven't done. So there's still a ton of stuff in the game that I personally haven't done. And so I have a lot of gameplay. There's a lot of replayability for me that I've already created. And you guys also know, last thing I'm going to say, the way that I play Save the World, the way I look at Save the World is very different than a lot of other people. I am a content creator for it. Save the World is the main game on my channel right now. This is my job. I look at Save the World from a completely different perspective than a lot of other people. So please understand that a lot of times that's why my opinion is a certain way. And even saying that, it's something that I always say to you guys. It's a game, guys. It's just a game. If you do not have fun playing a game, please don't play it. There's millions of games out there. There's awesome games out there in the world. If something no longer is fun, if playing a game is no longer fun to you, find something else. And that's the same thing for me and the content I make on my channel. I've been doing this for quite a while now, several years now, 4 or 5 years now, 6 years maybe, I don't know. I've been streaming for longer. My YouTube channel is 4 years old. But if you guys see on my YouTube channel, I have had several. So I have had several main games. And if a game is no longer fun for me to make content on, I stop making content on it. I might still play it. I still play some of the games that I made content on before. But if a game is no longer fun, I stop playing it. And I would recommend to that. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. If you guys enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a fantastic day. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Whew, this was a long one, wasn't it? Thank you, guys. See ya.